Okay guys, so here are 3 top reasons why an autism diagnosis may be essential for you. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie world. My name is Dan. I have autism, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos all about this type of subject. So if you are new around here, you'd like to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button by clicking the notification bell down below. And if you're watching over on Facebook, we choose page a follow to see more videos like this. And if you're watching on Instagram, make sure to follow this account for more autism information daily. Guys, what's going on? Welcome back, where we think differently daily. What's up, different thinkers? Whew, it's been a hot minute, but I'm excited to write this one because I get this question asked a bunch of times. People say to me like, is it worth having a diagnosis? Do I need a diagnosis? What are the benefits of having a diagnosis? Do we get diagnosed with autism? Now, it's interesting, but before I go into all that, if you haven't already, please make sure to check out my free PDF Autism Life Hacks book at autismhacks.net. It's completely free for you, from me. It's kind of like my new catchphrase. Anyway guys, so why is an autism diagnosis essential? Well, I've listed out 3 main reasons why I personally think autism diagnoses are helpful, but let me just give a disclaimer out here. Nobody's forcing you to have an autism diagnosis. If you feel like you're on the spectrum and you tick all the boxes and you don't want one of those like AQ tests at home, then maybe you don't want a diagnosis, and that's absolutely fine. It's your choice, it's your life. Nobody should be telling you what to do, right? But if you're looking to see, oh, maybe having a diagnosis would be a good thing, but why would it be a good thing? Then this video is definitely for you. So, in that sense, if you're here to learn more about why a diagnosis is helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Mwah. Love you. Okay, so number 1, this is like the number 1 reason. Access help. Now, an official diagnosis can allow you access to help that may be unavailable to you in your area, like therapy and group sessions, and they may have been restricted to people with just an official paper diagnosis. I know it's just a piece of paper, it doesn't mean absolutely anything, but on paper, when somebody is paying funding for therapy or groups or whatever, or sessions, and they have to prove that it's being used by people with that diagnosis, then you can understand why that paper validation of the official diagnosis can actually help benefit you or restrict you from actually accessing those help facilities. Now, I actually found this one of the most interesting things. When I was diagnosed, my key worker, which is like an ASD development worker who was government funded, who worked with me, a guy called David, he set me up with loads of different things like support groups and different types of like just meetings and therapies and all kinds of stuff, and he was absolutely amazing, and he helped understand that the level of support or the level of help and support that you can get because of a diagnosis, it was so beneficial. Like, you're always going to benefit from that. It's not a bad thing, it's never going to be a bad thing, but some people, again, it's a personal choice. I found it really, really helpful. I found those meetings and those group sessions and everything and the therapy really helpful, and you know, I gained from that. But then again, somebody else may not gain from that, but it's their complete and personal choice. Okay, so number 2 is access to support. Now, again, having an official diagnosis of an autism spectrum disorder will allow you to access areas of support from your local government or authorities that may be available, and this could be medical, social, financial, you know, it could be anything actually, because we all need support in different areas, right? No matter what our level of ability is. So when you have an autism diagnosis, those levels of support that you need may vary from the neurotypical average person, because neurotypical people don't need support and emotional support in the same way autistic people do. But having an official autism diagnosis may open the door to having that support for you. Of course, there's financial support for people who are having difficulties working a certain amount of hours or in certain jobs, or maybe finding it hard to find a job because they're on the spectrum. And sometimes governments and local authorities will offer financial support in those areas for you if you need that at that time, which I find really, really helpful. And it helped me a lot when I was in between work, before I started doing, you know, YouTube full time, and I was just finished university. I didn't know what to do, and I found it really difficult to find work. But the financial support from governments and local agencies to just help you just bubble along for a couple of months was really, really helpful. But I'd never be able to get that if I didn't have that diagnosis, which would never have helped me, and I would never be able to do this. So you never know if something is going to be able to help you or benefit you in any way. So number 3 is probably one of my favorite things. The self-development. So a huge part of the diagnosis process is the acceptance aspect of knowing who you are, as lots of people who are, you know, in limbo with an autism diagnosis never really accept themselves for who they are. an official diagnosis can start you on a point to do this, because it kind of like focuses you, say, well, this is who I am. I'm an autistic person in the world. What does that mean? How do I define what that is? And like I said, the diagnosis doesn't define who you are, right? It's who you are that defines who you are. The diagnosis just allows you to understand that the things that may be different, you know, from the average neurotypical person, and the things that, you know, you do that is a little bit different, doesn't, you know, make you weird or anything like that. All it does, it says, oh, that's an autism spectrum related condition, and everything else is me, and I am me. And that self kind of development, that self exploration, and that self love that comes from that is just so, it's amazing. Because for years I'd call myself like weird. I was like, oh, why am I so weird? Or, I'm so dumb, or I'm so stupid, or, you know, I get frustrated because I was like so annoyed at myself. And you know, when I had the diagnosis, I realized, oh, it's not because like I'm not being weird, you know, it's my brain is wired a little bit differently, and that's completely okay. It almost gives people that, like, it's the acceptance they need. They go, okay, well, look, I'm giving you the authority to say that it's okay to feel like that, and it's okay that, you know, I hit my head when I'm stressed out. And it's definitely one of the most, I don't know how to explain it. One of the most kind of like important pieces of my life is the self-discovery and development from an autism diagnosis. And if you relate to this, you have to leave me a comment down in the comment section, because I would love to kind of like have this conversation with you, and I read every comment. If you think this video can add value to somebody's life, please share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you got value from this video. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.